Welcome to AfricanFolktales 247. This is a rare storytelling by a woman who did her honeymoon in her husband's family house. Let's get into it. I did my honeymoon in my husband's family house. I know this sounds awkward, but the truth was, I married my husband while still living in his family house. You know the saying that you can't advise a woman in love. Yes, it happened to me. So many people, friends, family members told me it was not right moving to his family house with him, but I turned deaf ears and I wanted to be understanding to my husband. We didn't have much, and we decided to start our home from there. But if only I knew that was the biggest mistake of my life. Because, come on, even if it was just one room, we would have rented it. At least, peace and privacy would have been ours. In the beginning, it was sweet. His mother, my mother-in-law, was my favorite human. She treated me like a daughter. She would laugh and gist with me, and even tell her friends, Ada is the best daughter-in-law any woman can pray for. But as time went on, small things started changing. She began to find fault in everything I did. If I fried plantain, she would say it was too oily. If I tied wrapper, she would say it made me look like a widow. If I wore jeans, she would say, Wanyoma anaghị jeans, no. Good girls don't wear tight trousers at home. She even said the scent of my hair cream was choking her. At first, I thought I was overthinking things. Maybe she was just having a bad week. But as time passed, I realized it wasn't just her. I had also started seeing faults in her. I hated the things she did. My mindset and everything changed totally towards her. There was no privacy. I became the chief cook of the house. I wouldn't wake up late. I couldn't even talk to my husband without any of his 5 brothers passing or eardropping. And the worst part, my mother-in-law would hold midnight meetings with my husband. He was her first and favorite son, and they were used to lengthy talks. By the time my husband would enter our room to sleep, I was either too angry or too tired to even say a welcome. I was not just physically tortured, I was emotionally drained. Christmas came, and I thought maybe I would catch a break. But guess what? I spent the whole day in the kitchen, sweating and stirring pots. My Christmas gown didn't even touch my body. My nails were stained with iru and dry pepper. And the worst part, my husband didn't see anything wrong with it. Sometimes I would cry myself to sleep. One day, I called him and said, even if it's one room in Lugbe or Mararaba, let's just go and have our own space. He looked me dead in the eye and said, do you know how much a safe gun is in Abuja? Instead of using 700k to rent a house, it's better that I remain here. That was when it hit me. He didn't want to leave at all. He was comfortable. I, on the other hand, was living like a glorified house help, and if I tried to confront his mom, they might just gather and call me a witch, or worse, the outsider that wants to scatter our family. So I changed strategy. Instead of fighting her, I became more loyal. I became her friend, her midnight gisting partner. If she wanted to talk till 1 a.m., I was there, nodding and adding, So, what did she now say? I started to pinch my husband. One day, I decided to spice things up. I bought a bomb shot that stopped at my thighs. No more tying wrapper like I'm mourning. Let them see it, I beg. After all, they call me our wife. Let me do wifey properly. That day, Kennedy was home. I wore my fine bomb shot, rubbed small coconut oil on my legs, and tried to bounce out of the room like a Nollywood sweetheart. He almost had a heart attack. Ugom, what are you trying to do? He asked. He blocked the door. I want to help Mama in the kitchen now. I said, acting confused. He looked at me from head to toe. His eyes stopped at my thighs. The man started sweating. If there was one thing I know in my life was that God specially created me. I am endowed from both head to waist. If you come for Bakassi, I get am. You come for sense, e dey. After my husband glanced at me, Kaimana Baka, he went gaga. He still held me softly and he said, Adam, Biko, you can't step out like this. My brothers are around. Please na, do you want to show everyone my inner food? Momim, or do it like you used to do it. Wear your boo-boo gown or tie wrapper. Bikonu, he pleaded. I smiled. This is my husband's house. Abi, why can't I be free? I should be hiding ties in my own home. God didn't make me like this for wrapper and boo-boo gown. And besides, your brothers call me Unyanye, our wife. So let me kuku go and show them what their wife got. He was confused. Okay. I think I will consider getting a house for us, he said as he scratched his head, still sweating. I raised my eyelid and smiled. No need. My darling husband, let's stay here and raise our kids. You have always reminded me that this is your house, but now I want to remind you it is your family house. The Bible says, a man shall leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. But over a year and 8 months after marriage, you married me and packed me with your family like I was part of your dowry. Mama walked in just as we were talking. She saw me in the pump shot and smiled. Ne, imakazekwao, you are so beautiful, she said. Before we could respond, one of Kennedy's brothers also tried to walk in, maybe to see why the door was slightly open. My husband jumped and chased him away. He grabbed the wrapper and quickly tied it around my waist. Mama just laughed and said, your husband is trying to secure his property. I still helped Mama and we cooked, but I had to remove the pump shot. It has served its purpose. That day, Kennedy ate the food I made with extra love. Then he left. By evening, he returned and said, Momim, Achalugum, I have rented a house. I didn't say anything. I was quiet. He came closer and sat beside me. Momim, I'm truly sorry. I was a fool. I kept considering rent in Abuja without minding how you were coping. I allowed my wife to be reduced to a slave. I was supposed to be your shield, but instead, you had to learn to fight for yourself. Please forgive me. Biko Baharam. I cried that night, a deep cleansing cry. I remembered all the times I felt invisible, all the mornings I woke up with a sore back and a broken spirit. But still, I forgave him. We moved into our own flat, a simple 2-bedroom in Lugbe. But to me, it was paradise. I cooked when I wanted to. I danced around in my bum short freely. Kennedy told his siblings, we need time to reconnect. No visitors for now. Mama and I became even closer. Now there was space between us. The distance helped our love. Moral of the story. If you know you can't finish it, don't start it. If you can't protect your wife in your family house, don't take her there. If you can't afford privacy, then prepare for crisis. Don't cage someone and expect them not to break out. As a man, be ready to be a provider, a priest, a father before getting into marriage. Marriage is sweet, but you must be intentional because love without wisdom is like pepper soup without fish, just spicy wahala. And if you're reading this and you're about to move into your in-laws' house, shine your eye. Don't say I didn't warn you. If you learned something, from this story, kindly share. Don't leave. Subscribe to my YouTube channel